What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae, the first, the day portion of Mugen Eclipse.
And it's me, Mr. Twitchy, the night portion of Mugen Eclipse. We are back with lucky episode number 7 today for season 1 of Undead Unluck.
Yes, sir. Last episode, spoil. That's our mission right now. Well, we're here. Andy, you know Andy, he's very gung-ho in situations. He goes into it. Boom. He ends up already getting infected by the spoil thing, but obviously since he's Andy and he's undead, well, technically it already affected him quicker than it affected everybody else. I'm assuming because he's older, because there was like a countdown in terms of like when a person would, I guess, die or fully infected and turn to a zombie. So that's really interesting. Old boy's getting married. And the statue is the spoil. That was out of nowhere. I thought it was going to be the girl, but instead this angel statue demon monster just came out of nowhere and started spoiling everything around. So yeah.
In addition to that, it's kind of like an inverse of what Vontae said about Andy spoiling quicker. It looks like, or it seems like, that the kids in this area affected by the radius of spoils effects, they actually zombify slower than everyone else. So we did see very briefly that Shen and Fuko, they both went past or into the domain of spoil. One other thing that I do just want to bring up is there was a conversation either in the past episode or the episode before that Umas are rules incarnate and negators are people that can have rules within them. So spoil said something to Andy like, oh, why aren't you being spoiled, or why haven't you spoiled already? Oh, you're a negator. So there is a difference between an Uma and a negator. I don't know if I fully comprehend the difference just yet, but I do have a better understanding. And I did preface Vontae about this.
Speaking of spoil.
Please, guys, we love to theorize about these shows. We are both anime onlys. So if you can, at your discretion, please make it abundantly clear in the comments that you are not giving away outright various points that will be touched upon later in the series or even later this season. Yes. We're not dumb. There's going to be things that even if you infer it, like, oh, wink, wink, we're going to understand it. So please don't spoil us, and we will remain unspoiled, hopefully, like Andy and the crew.
Without further ado, let's get into this episode 7 of Undead Unluck. Let's get into it right about now. Started right off from there.
Oh, and this is 100% is Roman numeral I.
Okay. She seems like she has a lot of importance in this story, though, especially if she's a narrator.
I mean, she looks quite similar to what we assume is Andy's widow.
I'm still gonna go with that theory of she's the one that stabbed
put the injury in him.
Yep, for whatever reason. He's gonna pick up a gun and just turn and smile like that. Don't do that, Shin. Damn. Once again, get it out of here. Once again, I love the orange for the spoil.
Oh, so that's the caretaker.
Damn.
I wonder if they have some sort of like immunity that they can give to others, because she stayed not a zombie longer. Aw. I'll wife her up.
Not now though.
Wait, it increased?
Yeah.
Huh. Is it related to hope?
Oh my god.
Crimson Crescent Moon!
Yep. Fire technique name.
He's got a bride on his back!
Damn. And once again, the sound design going crazy.
Also, he was like commanding the zombies previously, which shows that like they're not like typical zombies. They can kind of understand human language. This is gonna be good.
I've always liked that stance.
Vontae, This is Bellamere.
Mm-hmm. Arigato.
She's got to be like right at the edge. Oh, her unlock still works. Okay. I love how they're weaponizing Fuko's power in a way that's also humane, because these people can't die, as she said earlier in the chapel. So this is almost like a mercy killing, but it's also to achieve their objective.
We still haven't. Have we? Wait, did we get his power?
Nope.
Confirmation. Okay.
Oh, not running in the sunflower field.
Damn. Wow. I just got chills for a second. God damn.
Oh my god, that is a bomb store. Oh, and he said something in last episode about wanting to meet, like, the god of victory or something. And I was thinking to myself, this is a theory I had off camera, was that Andy might actually be the god of destruction that they're all aiming to kill. And he just lost his memories of that.
God
they
damn.
are becoming bombs.
Yep.
What does that mean? Spoil evolves to...
Atomic spoil.
Yeah. Oh! He's more human now. Oh my god, he's got a Zero Blast! He looks like Ukiura!
Shit, he looks like Astronaut, too.
What the hell are you doing? I am terrified.
That really looked like Astronaut and Ukiura and a whole bunch. What in the
Here's the animation!
God,
oh! Arms!
Hey, took off them arm sleeves because I don't really rock with them, Shin.
Oh, thank God. It was just his arm sleeve.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. His arms. I'm like, thank God.
I thought it was his
getting tired of seeing it.
Wow! Phase 2, it is like a video game. Oh, no. 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 Wait, is this like... Did people never die before this existed?
This is hero-ass music right here.
Go ahead, talk, Fuko!
From what she first said?
Yeah! She wanted to kill herself!
Yep. She said, I just want to live normally and die normally. I ain't gotta... That's all I need to do now.
Damn!
Ooh, animation for that. Be the greatest in all creation.
Is he like Sun Wukong?
That's it.
Wow!
Good pickup, Twitchy. Good one.
Oh! And he's got the Chinese aesthetic.
Yeah, the Chinese. Yep. Wow. Good.
Best episode of the series.
That's dope.
Best one.
You know what? Yeah, it had. This episode actually felt like long too in a way because we had the stuff with the teacher, the whole sunflower thing, and all. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I think I agree with you. This is the best.
Like the one with Gina and her whole one episode story and conclusion to her character arc. That was also fantastic. Don't get me wrong.
Who is this chick?
Who are you?
That gotta be her. That gotta be her. Because why would they show her in the ending? Like they actually show numero one in the ending too.
Vante, remember what Spoil was just saying? Maybe she was still alive because people didn't die, and she didn't know how to comprehend someone's death because it never happened before.
That gotta be her, bro.
It's
why would
gotta
you,
be.
Yeah, that is. It is. Because why would you show her and her?
Especially with the split in between these two stories.
Yeah. And then her wearing black. I mean, I know that's like the whole widow thing, but like something
But
about the
she's
aesthetic
in the
with the
boat
white and black.
with him.
Yeah. She killed him. I think that's symbolism that she did do that. She's the one that did that. I just don't know what was the real motive for that.
Nope, no preview. Go away.
Oh, nope. I wonder if it was like. Remember how you said that like, what if he's like the
god?
Like, yeah, the god, and he lost memories and whatnot. Like, unless it's on that kind of timing, because when you think about it, she's the leader of that group, right? And she knows about. Obviously, she's telling us that like, okay, yeah, there's basically this god. Yeah, this is like a game. You guys are essentially playing the game. If you can get to my level, then yeah, there you go. You got it. So I wonder if it's like, I don't know though. What kind of plan would that be? Like,
the only thing that I can kind of think of off the top of my head is kind of like a darker version, when it's already a dark story, of like Romeo and Juliet, to where maybe Andy insisted to his wife back in the day, like, I just can't exist anymore. Like, find a way to kill me. I can't live in this simulation anymore. And then with her being the top of Union, that also then brings up the level of everyone else, because they're trying to become the apex of the Union. I'm pretty sure there's perks along with it. But I talked about her sigil, or her emblem on her chest, how it was very weathered. So I was assuming she's been around for quite some time. I don't know how long. They said that they have anti-aging technology as showcased by Gina. So I'm assuming she's been there for a long time. But long story short, what I'm trying to get at here is this could be a very, very long plan in place in order to satisfy the last wish, or at least the initial wish of her lover.
Right. And we know that's literally a part of his character. The whole thing of like, well, like when we first met Fuko, it seemed like, okay, he wants to die. That's the first thing. But he also seems to want like some kind of companion.
Yeah.
And that's like a very consistent thing with his character. Then seeing that ending, that's why we enjoyed the ending since we first reacted to it, because we already noticed there's some kind of symbolism there, and we just can't, like, every time we see the ending, we gotta always talk about it, because it's just, like, it's just there. It's just something that I think visually, like, especially if our theories end up lining up and there's something on the lines of that, I think that ending alone visually might be one of my favorites of the year, for real. Even though we probably won't learn that until way later, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I want to add a cherry on top, potentially, to the visuals shown in the ending. Remember how I said that my favorite part of the song were the real-life visuals? Remember, there were some, like, post-apocalyptic type of things. So, let's say, for example, Andy is the god of this world, and his creations did this to the world itself, did this to themselves. Like, he might not want to live in a world that he created murderers, that he created rapists, that he created all sorts of evil in this world. And that's why new rules are consistently being introduced in order to end the world. Because we do know that there's punishments for not achieving the quest, which was set up by the Union. We don't know quite at the moment how the Union was formed, but we're assuming it's been there for quite some time. So this mangaka could be cooking up a masterpiece of a meal. Crazy.
I wonder if, like, I mean, I'm sure in the manga, people, like, if this ends up, I'm sure in the manga it hasn't even gotten to that point either. So if we're cooking up something this early, hey man, that's why you guys need to tune into our channel. We got these theories, predictions, all that. Hey man, analysis. Hey, pull up. Damn, that's interesting though, because like, like it, and if the manga is like the mangaka, he really, like, just the design. I said this before, the design of Andy's character alone, like the whole like blade in his head, like if it goes down to that point, to like the very detail of what the character looks like, to their past, to the visuals and the ending, to like the the dreams and aspirations that we just got from Fuko and Shin in this episode. We know what Andy wants. Like, that if he is like the god that created this stuff, and then a whole bunch of things happen where he lost memory and he wants to die, like all this kind of stuff, that's a very elaborate plan.
Yeah.
Off rip. And I questioned this before, so I'm like, Fuko's power is ridiculous. It might be the most ridiculous power in the series so far, obviously so far. I just wonder if there would be anything that's just as crazy. Because Unluck, that literally just, like, she created meteors in the first episode. A meteor. Like, what's crazier than that? That's something that comes from space. And then we also know there wasn't any stars, and like there's a whole lot of stuff about this series that I feel like they're putting in our face, pause, and you either got to pick up on it or you just got to wait a long time until you get to the reveals and stuff, because this is wild.
2 more quick points, and they'd only recently came up when you said what you said. One, you mentioned that Andy is looking for companionship. We have concluded that the only way he can die is by having full-fledged and intimate companionship with Fuko.
Yep.
And 2, why did the Union initially capture Andy? Why did they not try to kill him?
Right. Definitely had to. I don't know, man. Whatever happened in the in-between, like before they captured him, and going even further back, because if he's been around for about over 200 years that we know of so far, then the number one, I wonder if she something she orchestrated there, but what happened in between? If she is indeed his wife or something like that, I just wonder, where, so. Damn, there's a lot to talk about with this series, though.
I will say this episode was very necessary. Not to say I haven't been enjoying season 1, but it's just we've been getting so much great content from the other shows on the channel. It felt like this show was starting to fall behind ever so slightly. But now after this episode, 1 animation, 2 storyline, 3 character designs and plot lines, like, it is starting to kick into high gear, and I am so excited that we've stuck with this series up until this point.
Yep. And the last part with the dreams, like, okay, Shin, I see you. Okay, Fuko, I see you. That's dream stuff is always fire. Like hearing about people's dreams, because it's something that it's obviously something that's really sentimental or something that's someone's passionate about. So I'm always down to see that. But yeah, man, great discussion, great episode. You guys will be seeing us next week for episode 8. So with that being said, I hope you guys all have a good one. So please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys all in the next video, and peace.